Hey there, this is Makos, and I'm doing a video about Betfair trading, specifically on the horse racing markets. Usually I trade on the favorite horse, but for this instance I'm going to trade the second horse as well, the odds of the second horse. The graphs are for the favorite and the second favorite horse, both for of Betfair and of BetAngel using candlesticks. For the time being, the Betfair graph of the favorite horse is down trading. We see here the Betfair market. The stakes I have inserted are due to proper money management. I have 1,000 euros dedicated bankroll for this trading system. And according to my stop loss, which is usually 3 ticks, I'm going to risk about 10 euros per trade, which is 1% of my bankroll. So the favorite horse, his odds are trading downwards somehow, having started from 3, somewhere around 3. He has touched about 2.8. And I could predict a continuation of that trend. While if we see the second graph, the graph of the second horse, we see that there is an apparent uptrend, which has retraced back to about 3 and 3.8, and I'm expecting to bounce back and resume the uptrend. And this is why I'm going to trade also the second horse. I'm resuming the video. By the way, the video was recorded yesterday, and I'm doing right now the narration and explanation of my moves. So here I'm going to select the second horse, and I'm going to use a much lower stake, since the odds are close to 4 instead of 2.8 of the first horse. I'm expecting, as I said, bounce on that resistance level, now a support, and I'm going to place a lay bet in order to take advantage of an uptrend, which could probably go up to 4.5. I'm placing the bet, and when it is matched, I'm going to return to the first horse. Now my plan regarding the first horse is to find an entry to back the horse. That's why I'm placing the mouse pointer on the blue side. However, the liquidity of the horse race right now, with 8 minutes prior to the start, does not allow me to place a bet without moving considerably the market. That's why I'm waiting for more money to be matched. Meanwhile, the second horse, his odds is currently consolidating around 3.85, and I'm just waiting for something to happen, which will happen, of course, when liquidity picks up. The video consists of 3 horse races in total. So here we see a sudden spike. I'm going to talk a little about here. This is when a big bet is getting matched, as we see in the lower part of the BetAngel graph with the candlesticks. We can see that the past minute there was 5,500 euros matched, pushing the odds considerably low to 2.70. I'm predicting return up to 2.9 and then resuming the downtrend. That's why I'm not going to lay right now, although I can foresee a retracement back to 2.9, which will happen, I think, as I can remember. But I'm looking mainly to enter with a back bet instead of a lay, since that was a nice sign that the downtrend is going to continue. So somewhere around 2.9, I'm going to place a back bet. The entry point is defined mainly by the ladder and the amounts placed. As I wasn't successful in placing the back bet, I have moved it downwards as I predict a breakout below the support level of 2.7. While in the graph of the second horse, the uptrend has resumed. Since the breakout happened in the first horse, I tried to enter another bet, having verified the downtrend with a breakout, of course. Now I'm going to try again, enter for a second time, holding two positions. The entry level will be defined by the previous resistance, but again I'm not matched. I close out the first position and I cancel the first, as now the support level has been verified twice, while in the second, in the graph of the second horse, we see that the support level, which I have laid the horse, has been broken. I should right now close out my position, but I highly expect the odds to retrace back to 3.8 and possibly go down again, so I can minimize my loss. I'm not going to average to place another lay, that is, so that the average odds I have laid the horse would be somewhere in the middle. And I had been unsuccessful on that trade, and returning to the first horse, we see the downtrend to continue violently and rapidly. Now, why am I placing a lay bet? The candlestick formation right at 2.40 something is a very important reversal formation. And since it is broken, I'm now going to go for a back bet, since the reversal hasn't been verified. As the downtrend continues, I have no reason to go against the trend, so I'm always backing first and laying second. By this time I have secured about 38 euros if green up. I return to the second horse, since it has gone up to the resistance point, and I highly expect the odds to drift back down. But I will wait first for a candlestick verification, which does not happen. So returning to the first horse, to the odds of the first horse, we see that there is a major support level at 2.32, 34, somewhere around there. And in the Betfair graph, there is a failed bottom, if we can see that, which is more obvious in the candlestick graph. So I'm going upwards now. I'm going to try laying first and backing second. At the same time, the odds of the second horse has indeed verified the resistance level somewhere above 4.5 with a failed top with a peak that didn't make it to the highest, to the most recent high. I don't expect the odds of the first horse to go below that support level. That's why I'm looking for an entry point right at that support level, unless it is broken, of course. There is very much pressure. There's pressure going downwards. And the support level, although broken for a few ticks, it would be mainly an exhaustion, as it is known, movement, trying for lower lows, but failing. So I have greened up, and I have taken 31 euros on all horses before in running. Moving on to the second horse race I have recorded. I'll pause the video. The graph of the first horse has been uptrending, but the resistance found in 2.6, let's say, was very strong, and the support has been broken of 2.5. So I'm looking to mainly back the odds to take advantage of fall. While in the graph of the second horse, the odds are obviously downtrending, and I'll be looking for an entry point for backing. I don't remember if I actually traded the second horse in that video, in that race. So nothing is happening right now as the liquidity is below 100,000 euros, and with 8 minutes until the start of the race. I'm going to trade the second horse, having verified it with a candlestick formation. I didn't get to match all the amount since the liquidity is pretty much low. Now, what is interesting in the candlestick graph of the first horse is that the most recent resistance level has been broken, but in the much longer term graph of Betfair, right above the candlestick graph, we see that the odds are trying to make it up to 2.5 and possibly resuming the downtrend. So while in the candlestick graph there is reason to lay the horse, I'm going for the long-term trend, which is downwards. The graph, the second horse, has made a great move, and I'm going to try to lay the odds since after such a big movement I expect a retracement at least back to 2.60 something. In the meantime, according to the graph of the first horse in the candlesticks, we see that the resistance level was actually at 2.5 as predicted. If I didn't hold an open position the second horse, I would now pretty much like to trade the first horse with backing it, by backing it. But since the liquidity has not picked up yet, I don't expect anytime soon a big move. Since time goes by and the support level is not broken in the second horse, that gives me confidence to hold my position. But since the predicted movement has happened, I'm going to close out, to trade out my position, with a back of course. And I have secured 14 euros on the second horse, and now returning to the first. As you see, it was a very good entry point, right at 2.48. I'm going to lay the odds, since 2.34 is a major support level, but I'm going for a few ticks as I expect the downtrend to resume. So I'm looking for an entry point for a long-term trading to go downwards. But since the odds are drifting, that gives me a good opportunity to place a back bet somewhere around here, I expect. Yes. Remember that the ladder helps me pinpoint the entry point much better. My stop loss for that trade would be the most recent resistance level, but since the support has been broken, but it's currently retracing. Right now I have moved on to the second horse, which has broken the support level, retraced back to the previous support level, now resistance, and I highly expect a major downtrend. And closing out at the support level. Back to the first horse. Oh no. Yes. Back to the first horse. The support level has been broken once again. I'm looking again for an entry point going much below the support level. Since the odds are going down, I'm not looking to actually trade going downwards, but taking advantage of the retracement that is going to happen after a fast movement such like this. I'm going for a few ticks this time, as the risk for going even lower is high. So having secured a couple of ticks of the retracement, I'm now reverting to the basic plan of backing first, as I predict a downtrend at least to 2.2. The more confident I am of the trade, the more positions I open. You see now that I have secured 50 euros on the first horse and 70 something on the second by this time. Now I'm going to pause a little. Here the first horse has failed to reach out for the support level, so I will probably look for an entry point for a lay bet as the failed bottom formation gives me reason to believe that the downtrend has ended. I don't remember if I indeed do that, but I would actually do that right now. I'm now waiting for the support level to be broken. Now I'm reverting to the plan I was discussing about. Yeah, I expect the support level to hold as it is just 1 minute before the off of the race. I enter twice in the market. I close out the first position at the first guy winning 1 tick and the second position winning 2 ticks. Well, I'm pretty much sure the odds are not going to go below 2.18. The odds are much rather consolidating, moving sideways between 2.18 to 2.26. So I'm looking to lay at the support level and back at the resistance level. Right now I'm going to green up, having secured a substantial amount in the first horse. After greening up the first horse, here's the Betfair market, and now I'm going to green up the second horse for 30 euros, and total amount for this trade was 77 euros. Moving on to the third and final horse race. Here, according to the graph of the first horse, the odds are trending downwards, as you all see. Again, I'm looking for entry points after retracement or breakouts of the support level. Again, 8 minutes before the off of the race, liquidity hasn't been sufficient to place any big bets, and but since the odds are between 4 and 5, I'm going to trade with the smallest amount of money the money management allows me to. Now there is a big bet getting matched 5 seconds ago. If we look at the candlestick graph, the long green bar at the bottom of it. At this time I don't expect anything specific, as the support level at 4.1 is of high importance. It may have been broken now, but 4 is a round number that usually is used for a support level for many bettors or traders. So I wouldn't consider that formation a breakout. I'm looking to get a 1 tick just from trading 4.2 to 4.1 or down to 4. patience is required as liquidity is low at the moment. 4.5 is going to be my stop loss point. I saw with the mouse pointer that the graph of the second horse has currently entered an uptrend, having broken the resistance level of 6. While I'm still waiting to close out the first position. Now, a good strategy for trading the second horse would be to wait for a retracement back to 5.9 or 6, somewhere around there, to get advantage of an uptrend resume up to 6.6 or even higher. If you are going to trade the second horse when a graph is formed like that, I would suggest against following the trend right now, as it might have reached the highest point, so you have been probably laying at the most high point. You should wait for a retracement before placing a lay bet. You might end up not profiting from such a big movement, but the risk for laying at the highest odds is very big. So I'm still waiting for the odds of the first horse to go back to 4. I pinpoint the increase of the liquidity of the volume. We see now the graph of the second horse. It would be a great time to have laid at 6.4 and getting out at 7, maybe half of the position. And the rest of the position you might have closed it higher if the resistance level was broken, but that is not the case in this scenario, at least for now. Fortunately, the support level of the graph at the first horse is broken. I'm still holding the position. I was going to trade out at 4. Ladder will help me close out my position, since there is no other reason to know that the odds are not going below 3.75. There isn't a sign in the graph that can help me do that. So the ladder is the only help I have in order to understand when the downtrend is going to retrace. Now again, I'm looking to back at 4, which was the most recent support level, which will be now used as the resistance level. The odds might not drift back to 4, it could drift just to 3.9. For a better entry point, ladder will be used once again. Unless, of course, there is a much better formation in the candlestick graph, as it is now. The support level once again is broken. I close out half the position as the whole amount hadn't been matched. Three minutes before the start of the race, I again do the same trade. Here in the graph, the second horse, we see that the odds can't go higher than 7.6, and the resistance level has been quite valid at 7.4. If 6.8, which is a support level verified at least twice, is broken, that is a very good sign that the downtrend has ended and we could back the horse. I can't recall if I do that, as I'm very much busy trading the first horse, which provides a lot of opportunities, going for 1 to 2 ticks profit. I'm not placing a back bet to close out the position, as I don't want to increase the amount found in the purple boxes. As I expect, meanwhile, the odds to move sideways between 3.7 to 3.8. The graph of the second horse, we see that it is indeed below the support level. Now I may have done a mistake here, laying twice at 3.75. I should have laid twice at 3.7, and I have the risk of actually trapping myself if the support level doesn't hold up. Although it seems to hold up, but if I had laid at 3.7, I could secure profits at 3.75. Now I need the odds to drift back to 3.8. My reward would be substantially higher, while my risk much lower. When I have increased my risk, lowered my reward, that is not the best strategy to follow in your trading. That's why I will close out my position. I'm still laying or backing at 3.75. I don't believe that is the best strategy right now. I should be looking to enter trades at 3.7 or 3.8 as I do right now. However, 1 minute left and I green up. That was the final race of the video. I hope you like it, and I'll see you at another trading video. I'm Makos, and thank you for watching my trading videos.